Hey guys, Jason with CV Customs. Thanks for stopping back in on the 56. Got the A-frame ready. Believe it or not, my goal is to get the cab completely off. It's not going to take much. I think it's 4 bolts left on the cab, but the steering column has to come out. I'm not using the steering column. I'm going another direction. Although I am going to try and keep the steering column that's in the cab, that portion of it. So we'll see what we come up with when we get to that. So let's go straight to it. Let's get the column off and then see if we can get the cab out of here so we can start doing our sandblasting, finish our final strip down. I really want to get these things sandblasted and get the zero rust on it so I can start actually doing the repairs, modifications, and all that stuff. Want to get the engine on, got to get the leaf springs, got to get the power. There's too much to list. Let's get the cab off. Okay, so looking at the truck, I'll show you guys exactly what I was talking about. So we've just got 2 bolts here, 1 bolt here, and of course they're completely filthy. And the pitman arm and drag link, we're going to have to disconnect at some point. I don't really know where I'm going to disconnect that right now. You can see on the back of the column here, there's 4 screws around it for that little housing plate. So we'll get that dude off, and then just 2 bolts right there. We'll drag the steering wheel out. So again, the goal is really to kind of make it look factory. So a factory steering wheel column in here is what I want. Under the hood, we're not worried about. That's all custom. So we'll see what we come up with at that point. Let's get the steering column off. All right, so I got you guys zoomed in here. I think I'm just going to take the pitman arm off and then the box out. Not worried about the drag link and everything. So let's see how quick that works. That might not be the right size, but we're gonna give it a shot. Oh yeah. Let's get the smaller size. Now that we knocked some dirt off of it. Alright, then just going to use a pitman arm puller. Now this thing's been on for a long time. I don't actually know that this is going to work. But, like I said, I'll give it a go. I think it's... No. Alright, let's try it. Well, crap, that was real easy. Okay. So the pitman arm worked good. Now I'm going to get the sockets here. I think it's just 1/2-inch bolts, so a couple 3/4, and we'll see if we can zap that off. Okay, so it was just 1/2-inch, 3/4, no big deal. There's a lot of junk built up, so I'm just going to hit it first. Let a lot of junk fall out. And see if we can't get the wrench in there afterwards. Well, we're getting it loose. Let me see if I can dig some more stuff out. Alright, I think it was just a matter of me looking at it here. Try not to get in the way of the camera too, though. Yeah, that's one. Oh, that one just came out. Alright, this one I'm gonna have to chip away at. Don't really like making you guys watch me work, so let me get that apart. We'll move to the inside of the column. Okay, got the junk off, got it out. We're loose. So we'll take that plate off and then the clamp. Let's get inside the cab. Okay guys, bear with me a little bit. The lighting's a little crazy, so I got you kind of up in the corner there. But I'm just gonna try and use the driver. That works all right. It's actually impressive for how old these screws are. Let's see if we can get it at the angle there. Alright, one more. Okay. Yeah, so see now this thing just splits around. And she's off. Okay, now 2 bolts at the top of the column. Okay guys, you can see the light's fighting me, but I'm trying to get this guy off quick. It's just 2 of these little 3/8 bolts, 1/2-inch sockets. Alright, clamps off, columns down. Looks like we got our turn signal wires coming out. Not really worried about those. I'm gonna grab some dikes, cut the wires, and we'll pull this dude out. Alright, I got my dikes. Let's see how quick this will go. So, when I do these trucks, I replace all the wires. So the wires on that don't really matter to me. Alright, I'm gonna kind of feed it through and see what happens here. Alright, so just pull it out of here. We're climbing through. Alright, she's out. Alright, 4 bolts on the cab. We'll pick it up. Okay, use both hands just to get the column completely out of the way. It's pretty tall. Those are our bolts we're going to remove, the 2 inside. I have been hitting them with penetrating oil to hopefully make it easier for us here. And then the other 2 are in the same boat. I've been hitting them with penetrating oil. That's why they look a little wet on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the dikes and get those little cotter pins out. And then we'll hit it with the impact. See what happens. Okay guys, so the bolts are off. I'll show you right here. We're loose, but this truck is taller than all the other trucks I've been doing. I don't have a lot of lift. So I'm gonna figure out how we're gonna get this off. I'll get back to you. Okay, so we did come up with a plan where this is gonna work better. When the cab is finished and we go to put it on, we're gonna build a wood truss that fits inside the door jamb. It's gonna make it really easy to lift. But today, we just need to get it off. So what we came up with is we went under the cab. We used a C-clamp to stay close to this seat bracket. Then on the other side, we were able to slide through. We've got both hoists ready. We'll put you guys on the tripod and we'll see what happens. This thing's gonna be uneven. We're hoping it doesn't want to fall forward. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, I think we got you at a good spot so you can see what happens with us. Ready? Yeah. Hang on a second, George. Yeah. Alright guys, there's a PTO cable underneath and a fuel switching valve. We're going to disconnect and then we'll pick it up some more. Okay guys, we're back. We cut the fuel lines, cut that PTO cable, pick it up. We can get it high enough. It should stay there on the A-frame. Put the frame out, get the forks underneath it, and take it out of here. Ready? you get something under it, under a tire or something?
Oh, thank you. 4x4.
There we go. Okay, let's get the dicey. Good to go. Sweet. Get a cab off. All right. Stop there and we'll take a look at it. Okay, guys. So the cab's up. We're looking at the frame. This is what we'll be getting ready for the new springs. The rear axle's already there. New front axle, new springs, perch, engine. We'll do a lot of the work now with it the way it is. We're going to go ahead and get the fuel tanks removed. We've got Sam 74 that's got some stuff going to the radiator shop, so we'll put these 2 fuel tanks in with that. I might be using the original radiator if we can save it, because I kind of like the look of it, and it'll keep that Mercedes engine cool. So, yeah, let's take a look at the cab now. In the air. That was a lot of fun. All right, guys. Okay, guys, if you made it to the end, totally appreciate it. I've got the new springs already. I think they're at the place I order them from. It's a 4x4 shop down the road. But we've got the springs so we can start the axle stuff. I kind of would like to sandblast it before we get to that, and I'd like to sandblast the cab. So we've got to finish our strip down and then get our sandblasting done and then do our springs, power steering. It's a mess of stuff. We'll get to those jobs on the next video. Again, thanks for watching, and if you want to see the rest of this truck, make sure you hit the bell, because the bell will tell you when the videos are coming. So, thanks again, guys. See you on the next video.